ऋषिभ्यो नमो महाभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम शांति शांति शांति। जय श्री राम।
So we are at the study circle for this second principle, witnessing principle. So we are in page number 38 in Guidelines to Shankara Vedanta. So now a question. It is cognizing the witnessing principle. So the meaning of cognizing is to know something, so which we are not aware. So generally what we say, so I got this knowledge. That means what? Earlier that knowledge was not there. Now I got this knowledge. That is called cognition. So cognition is kind of a technical word. Instead of knowing, it is written as a cognizing. Okay. So here, what is the difference between cognizing or knowing the things in the world and cognizing or knowing the self? What is the difference, Smriti? Okay, Shivansh. Shivansh, did you heard what I told? Hello? Am I audible? Hello?
Hello.
Why there is a delay? So am I audible or not?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but I was a little busy. Now I'm free. Yes, please explain.
Okay, see, this is the study circle. So in the study circle, you all participation should be required. Okay.
Okay.
So so I understand you will be having some work, that is different. So this is not a normal class. In the study circle, your involvement should be there.
Yes, yes.
It is just not a listening now.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm listening. I'm listening. I
Okay.
will reply.
So did you heard what I told?
No, sir. Just I am on the class now.
Okay. What about स्मृति? आप बोल सकते हैं क्या स्मृति? आप बोलिए, अब बात करिए. वो फर्क मत करना, तो वो गलत है या सही. स्मृति,
सर मुझे लगा था कि नॉर्मल क्लास है ना, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा वर्क भी कर रहा था एंड सुन भी रहा.
मैं बोला था ना, साक्षी स्वरूप का स्टडी सर्कल कंप्लीट होने के बाद ही हम अलग टॉपिक ले लेंगे. ठीक है.
ओके.
वो क्वेश्चन समझ गया क्या मेरा क्वेश्चन?
यस सर, यस. एक बार क्वेश्चन प्लीज रिपीट कर दीजिए, मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा.
ठीक है. सो cognizing the witnessing principle is the principle. So cognizing means knowing the thing. Generally we say knowing means which we doesn't know. So whenever we understand the concept of something which we doesn't know, that is called knowing. Okay, so here also the same term is used, knowing the self. So what is the difference but from that knowing and this knowing?
Sir, the knowing here, sorry, I can't turn my camera on because I am
okay, no problem.
Sir, knowing cognizing here means the differentiating, the knowledge of differentiating, which is known as vivek or vichar.
First you tell me that now knowing in the world, so how how that is different from this?
Oh, because sir, the knowing of objects is different because um, there are times when they are out of our cognition or our knowledge. But the self, the true self, our true nature is never separate or different or um,
Okay. So
yes,
last time class itself,
yes.
so we discussed to know something, what
Mhm.
are all the things which should be there? Three things.
Oh, pramatru, pramana, prameya.
Ah. So without
Yes.
that, there is no knowing at all.
Mhm.
So
Yes, yes,
pramatru, pramana, prameya should be. That is called triputi.
yes, yes.
Okay. Here, what will happen? Here, what is the
Uh,
meaning of knowing? That same term you will use. So what is the difference? Is it the same kind of thing or different?
no, sir. This cognizing principle is different than
Hmm.
knowing of
How?
objects.
How it is different?
Uh, Sir, because when we know objects, there are like pramatru, pramana, prameya. But
Hmm.
when it is about self,
Hmm.
we don't do the thinking or the intellectual process.
Okay.
Uh,
Then
more on we focus on the intuitional or bodha or inner
hmm.
experience.
So what
Uh,
does it mean? So what does it mean?
Sir, it means that the experience that, of combined all three states of avastha when we
Don't come for, don't bring that avastatra concept over here.
okay,
So
okay.
what is the concept of knowing? Knowing means what? Here. Knowing means
Sir,
what? Gnana. So gnana,
gnana, yes.
what is the meaning of it? So here the self knowledge means what?
Mhm. सर हियर जो मैंने पढ़ा था दैट इज डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग बिटवीन व्हाट is the self and what is the false self.
So what
The
after discrimination what will happen?
yes,
At the
the
end of
true we will
discrimination.
yes, the true self will remain.
Two self will remain. What does it mean?
The swaroop, sakshi anubhav.
हाँ
Yes.
सो साक्षी अनुभव पे हम
Hmm.
स्टैंड पॉइंट लेता है
Yes.
सो टू बी इन द सेल्फ
Yes, to remain as this self.
वेरी
Yes.
गुड टू रिमाइन इन द सेल्फ
Yes.
is the knowing self knowing the self
Hmm.
knowing the self is not knowing literally
Hmm.
by objectifying knowing
Yes.
means being the self
Hmm. Yes.
so here the pramatru pramana prameya will be there in the empirical dealings so here you are knowing the essence of pramatru you're knowing the essence of pramatru so that's why there is no kriya knowing kriya over here to see in the world there is a some kriya some variations are happening so whenever you see something there will be a kriya after the completion of that kriya you will say that I saw that likewise here there will not be kind of kriya so because you are knowing the essence the substratum of the pramatru itself why there is a necessity of knowing the pramatru that is because we have misunderstood the concept of pramatru itself because in this pramatru so there are two things one is real I another is duplicate I duplicate I in the sense the I which has mixed satyandrite mithini krutya aham that is there and pure aham is there whenever there is a anrita, mithya anrita, so we have to minus this anrita. When you minus this anrita, the satya only will remain. When you say remain, you will be in that standpoint only. You will be to be the self. You will remain as a self. Nothing. Knowing means nothing. You should remain in the self. That is the meaning of knowing. So here Guruji has given some Pramana Vakya from Bhagavad Gita Bhashya. So this one you have to make a correction if you have a book in front of you. So here Nishkriyatma Swarupavasthanam is the Bhashya Vakya. So here you have to strike this Gita Bhashya 330. It is not in Gita Bhashya 330. It is in 1849 only. So you have to retain this 1849 and you have to strike this Gita Bhashya 330. Okay. And then that is one correction. And
Okay, sir.
another correction, Swatmanubhava Nishchaya Rupena Avasthanam. That is a Bhashya Vakya. It is there in 1855. 4 you have to strike and 5 you have to mention. Okay, that correction you have to make. So this one,
Okay, sir.
when in the original class, I have not explained this. Nishkriyatma Swarupavasthanam. That means this has come from Bhagavad Gita 49th shlok, 18th chapter 49th shlok, where it is mentioned that Naishkarmya Siddhim Paramam Sanyasenadi Gacchati. Naishkarmya Siddhim Paramam. So the one who has done sadhana for Siddha Shuddhi, so he will achieve the state called Naishkarmya Siddhi. So that state where there is no kriya at all, that is called Naishkarmya Siddhim. That is a kind of sannyasa, original sannyasa. There are 5 kinds of sannyasa that I will take up in some time. Okay. So one sannyasa is a karma yoga sannyasa. For the beginners, karma yoga sannyasa is one kind of sannyasa. That is because you are sacrificing the fruit of action, result of your action. You will not be having phalasakti. So you are not you are interested in doing the work, that's all. In terms of Ishwararpana Buddhi, so भगवान से कुछ भी नहीं मांग रहे हो आप, सिर्फ भगवान का तृप्ति के लिए ही कर्म कर रहे हो, फलापेक्ष इसमें नहीं है. लौकिक कर्म और शास्त्रीय कर्म जो भी है, आप ऐसे ही कर्म कर रहे हो, इसका फल का बुद्धि नहीं रहेगा, इसलिए वो कर्म योग संन्यास कहलाता है. दूसरा संन्यास जो है वो है विविदिशा संन्यासा और आश्रम संन्यासा. So the monks which we see, so they will take a diksha of sannyasa. When they take the diksha of sannyasa, that is purely for the purpose of self-realization. So they will be having some hard rules and regulations they need to follow. They should sacrifice everything. So they even have to sacrifice his own name, his own identity name also shouldn't remain. And he has to do the bhikshacharya for his survival. That's all. Apart from bhikshacharya, no karma will be there for him. When you want to say what karma he has got, only the responsibility, he doesn't have any kind of responsibility for the world. The only responsibility for him is to realize the self. That's all. That is called ashrama sannyasa or vividisha sannyasa. Okay, that is the kind of sannyasa. So either by karma sannyasa, that is karma yoga sannyasa, either by you can have chitta shuddhi either by karma yoga sannyasa or ashrama sannyasa. Both ways are there. That's why the question started in 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we have got 2 routes for realization. One is karma yoga, another is karma sannyasa. So which one is better? Which one is good for me? He told. Okay, that is the question started and Bhagavan will answer. So that's why that 5th chapter come into picture. Okay. So the result of these 2 sannyasa, is the self-realization. Once you realize the self, that means once you take a standpoint in the self, that is called with that Paramartha Sannyasa. Paramartha Sannyasa. The real sannyasa. Because there is no effort there. Effortlessly, you are in that state. There is no kriya at all in that state. That's why it is Naishkarmya Siddhi. Nishkriyatma Swarupavasthanam. So that's why Acharya will tell that. So he will sarvatra putradarashita asakta nimitteshu jitatma jitaha vashíkritaha atma antakaranam yasya sa jitatma. So at the time of sadhana itself, his antakarana will be purified, and then at that time itself he has sacrificed everything, and evam bhutaha atmagnana saha, and he will take a standpoint in the atmagnana. That is called, when he takes the standpoint in the atmagnana, that is called naishkarmya siddhi. That's why it is nishkriyatma swarupavasthanam. That is sthana, what is there. So now this sthana means the place. The place what we are standing now is kriyatma sthana. Kriyatma sthana. What does it mean? There is a kriya in it. Whenever we wake up till you sleep, that kriya will be happening continuously. If it happens continuously on entire span of life, we can't live. That's why we have to go for sleep. This should suspend for some time. Otherwise, we can't survive. So this is kriyatma sthana. That's why Bhagavan will tell, nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatyutishtya karmakrit karyate hyavasha karma. So we can't live a single second without doing a karma. Karma can either be a physical karma or thinking in mental karma also, the variation in the mind. 1 second we can't live. Either when we are waking state, when in a waking state, at least we will be thinking. We might be closing our eyes. We will be continuously thinking. That is kriyatma sthana. So this is the pramatru sthana. So when you take a standpoint in the self, that is nishkriyatma swarupavasthanam. That sthana is there. There is nothing, even a minute of karma will not be there, because that is kutastha sthana, kutastha nitya sthana. That is our own nature. That is called naishkarmya siddhi. Clear? So you have to carefully understand this concept of naishkarmya siddhi. Later, Swatmanubhava Nishchaya Rupena Avasthanam in 1855, Acharya will tell this. 1855. So there, why this has come, the Purva Pakshi, the shloka is Bhaktyamam Abhijanati Yavan Yaschasmi Tatvataha. Okay. So the Bhakta, Bhagavan will tell, I have got two kind of Bhakta. One Bhakta, he will feel me. Okay. When you feel, if you can't know, you will feel. Feeling means what? Doing an upasana. in the form, any form, Krishna, Rama, Shiva, or whatever, or the things also, whatever you see, Vibhuti Upasana, Himalaya, many kind of Upasana I will tell, no, like that, or Vishwarupa Upasana. All Vishwa you can imagine as a Bhagavan. Okay, that is Yavan. Yavan means as he appears, he will do the Upasana. Another kind of Bhakta, after doing this kind of sadhana of feeling Bhagavan, so he will take a standpoint in the real self. That is called Yashtasmi. Yashtasmi means as he is. Yavan means as he appears. As he is different. Bhagavan as he appears, when you do, that will become a kartu tantra sadhana. That will be a sadhana for Chitta Shuddhi. When you take a standpoint in the self, that is called Yashtasmi. He know him. That's so for that there will be an objection. How it is possible? How can we know? So because you have, who was a means this kind of gnana will not happen like that. Instead, he was telling that there should be a repetition of these things, like Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, those kind of, when you repeat, because we will forget that I am a real nature of self. That's why there should be repetition of these thoughts that I am Brahma, I am Brahma. Then only that realization happen. That is the concept of this Purupaksha over here. So for that, Acharya will explain that that is not true thing. So here it is Svatmanubhava Nischaya Rupena. Svatmanubhava Nischaya Rupena Avasthanam. So after getting Shastacharyopadeshena Gnanotpatti Paripaka Hetu Sahakari Karanam Buddhi Vishuddhatva Amanitwadi cha Apeksha Janitasya. So you see how beautifully he will explain. So before this, that Buddhi Vishuddhadi sadhana will come. That Buddhya Vishuddhaya Yuktha Dhrityatmanam Niyamacha Shabdadin Vishayans Taktva Raga Dvesho Vidascha Vivekta Sevi Lagvashi Atavakaya Manasa Gnana Yoga Paronityam Vairagam Samupashitaha. That will come. Okay. I will explain in detail when it comes to Buddhi Vishuddhaya sadhana. Okay. So now let us just understand that after completing all those sadhanas, he's telling, so Shastra Charyopadeshena, that should be there, because it shouldn't be our own thought. We should not go for our own thought to decide the self-knowledge. शास्त्रम ही प्रमाण, शास्त्र ही प्रमाण है, शास्त्र योनित्वात्, आत्मज्ञान के लिए शास्त्र ही प्रमाण होगा. उस शास्त्र को गुरु मुखेन हम सीखना है. ओके. शास्त्राचार्योपदेश देशेन ज्ञानोत्पत्ति परिपाक हेतु. So that is hetu means what? The from that mind, purified mind, Jnanotpatti Paripaka Hetu, that will become a Paripaka. From Buddhi Vishuddhadi Amanitwadi Apeksha Janitasya. So from that, Kshetragna Paramatmaikatva Gnanasya. Through Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. So what will happen is, Kshetragna Paramatmaikatva Gnanasya. So Acharya will explain. There is no kind of, when you even tell Paramatmaika Gnana, Aikya Gnana, there is no something called Aikya. Kshetragna Paramatma Aikya, no, nothing. So you will just realize. So Jiva, Paramatma, Aikya, those and all just is a sentence and words, that's all. There will be a ultimately what is sought to be conveyed is important. So what is told will be different. What is sought to be conveyed, you have to understand. Vivakshitamsha will tell what is sought to be conveyed. So that you have to take. So that means kartrutvadi karaka bheda buddhi nibandhana sarva karma sannyasa sahitasya swatmanubhava nischaya rupena yat avasthanam sa paragnana nishta ityuchyate. So that will come with sarva karma sannyasa sahitasya. That is real sarva karma sannyasa sahita. That will be an effortless Svatmadhova Nishchaya Rupena. That means what Nishchaya Rupena means. So there is, after realizing, you will not take standpoint in this duplicate I. Once you realize, that will be end. So as per Purvapakshi, he will tell after Shastra Upacharya, Gnana Nishta, again you may go back. So that's why you have to do the Prasankyana. You have to remember again and again that I am the real self. But Acharya will tell no. After knowing the knowledge of the rope, you will never get a knowledge of snake. Likewise, when there is a Nishchaya Rupa of the self, there is no going back. So that's why our Guruji was giving one example. After the marriage of Vadhu and Vara, boy and girl, after the marriage, so generally they will do pranama to the parents. No, they will do the pranama to the parents, both the Vadhu parents and the Vara parents. So there, the girl's father, while doing an ashirvada, imagine that he says that till now, before the marriage, so you will be busy with many other works. Okay. Now, my daughter is wife for you. From now onwards, daily you have to remember. So get sometime that this is my wife. That's why you have to remember again and again, or you have to make a note and have to record somewhere and listen to it. That so she is my wife. Will they say that? No, never. After the marriage Shastra, so that will be a effortless reality that she is my wife. That is effortless, choiceless, spontaneous reality. So Guruji was mentioning. So after the marriage Shastra, the concept of wife is effortless. It will become effortless. No one has to tell, no one has to say after some days that this is your wife, don't forget. Nothing will happen like that. That is effortless. Effortlessly, you will be knowing that she is my wife. One is effortless, choiceless. There is no other choice for you. Like in other religion, there is no other choice for you. So this is the only choice. Choice after marriage, maybe after divorce, that is different story. But it is choiceless now. After marriage, it is choiceless, effortless, choiceless, and spontaneous reality. Spontaneously, it will be there. That she is my wife. Likewise, here also. Once you realize, once you take a standpoint in the self, Svatmanvava Nishchaya Rupena Yat Avasthanam, that sthana. effortless choice, the spontaneous reality. That's all. That is the thing over here. Have you understood what I told till now? Do you have any questions, Smriti? Can you speak,
Yes, sir.
please?
Understood.
एक्चुअली नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से मैं बीच में सुन नहीं पाई।
ठीक है, ठीक है। क्यों ऐसा नेटवर्क इशू होगा? आपका जगह ही ऐसा है क्या?
यस सर।
विलेज है सर, विलेज।
ठीक है, विलेज मैं पर समझ सकता हूँ, पर आपका यूट्यूब चैनल से आप सुन सकते हैं क्या प्रॉपरली? ठीक है, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम तो रहेगा, पर स्टडी सर्कल्स
यस
में
सर, यूट्यूब से उसको सही
पर
रहता है।
आपका स्टडी सर्कल में इन्वॉल्व होना है। इन्वॉल्व होने के बाद ही आपको समझ जाएगा प्रॉपरली। ठीक है, दैट इज अ निष्क्रियात्म स्वरूप स्थानम, दैट नैष्कर्म्य सिद्धि, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नैष्कर्म्य सिद्धि। दोस आर द इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. So that's why so there is a lot of misunderstanding here. So like you have to go to the samadhi after realizing the self. So no one will have to go to the samadhi. So it is not like gnana. Yeah, knowing. There is two type of things. Okay, one is when you understand the things. For example, avasatra prakriya, you understood. That is also will be called gnana only. But that gnana, it's an intellectual gnana. Of the end result of the avastatra prakriya should be to take a standpoint in the self, the sakshi bhava. So in that sakshi you have to remain. When you remain in the sakshi, the term sakshi itself will vanish. Why? Because there is no saksha for sakshi. So that's why there is no sakshi at all. You will remain in self, that's all. So that is real gnana. So different, to differentiate that, Bhagavan will tell vignana, that as a vignana. This is gnana, knowing the acharyas, from the acharya knowledge, and then taking a standpoint is vignana, just to differentiate. Okay. But there was a misconception that, see, vakya janya gnana. From Shravana also we can able to take a standpoint. So there itself you will negate everything and you will take a standpoint in yourself. So after that there is no need to do anything, any kind of sadhana. Sadhana is required only for the chitta shuddhi, that you have to remember. That is kartatantra sadhana. Whatever, that is only for chitta shuddhi. To know, there is no kind of kriyatmaka sadhana with an effort. So that's why there is now also many of the people are thinking that, not only thinking, they have that concept that after Shastracharya Gnana, that is Bhagavan has told Yaschasmi means not taking the standpoint, but we have to do something called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. After going to the Nirvikalpa Samadhi only, you will get a Gnana. Like the text like Viveka Chodamani and all. So it is been told like that. Actually, that is not written by Shankaracharya at all, that Viveka Chodamani. That is because there it is told, this is told, that you have to go to the Samadhi to realize the self. But in so that he has already negated that thing in the Sutra Bhashya. See, this is not becoming a study circle kind of thing. So I think I don't know whether you are prepared or not. So these things and all. So how, if you have a book, you can explain keeping that book. In the page number 39, so how this is told. That is, it is not like going to Nikalpa Samadhi. Can you explain? Okay, I will give this activity to Smriti only. Smriti, read it and tell what you understood from page number 39. Okay. So if you keep in mute, it will be difficult. Anyway, Shivanshu, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
In the
sir.
page
Please,
number
please
page number
repeat the
39
question
पे
once.
हाँ
Mm-hmm.
क्या बोला है आचार्य ने सूत्र भाष्य yes you read and explain that.
Okay, sir. Okay, 1 second.
Otherwise it will just become a repetition of my class if I go on explaining
Mm-hmm.
things.
No, sir. I have read till
Hmm.
page 43, I guess.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, let's do this.
Which one? This also follows from the teaching.
Yes.
Sir, ये वाला कि in this connection one should not misunderstand the that the remaining as self means we shall attain a state like ये पूरा पेज करना है क्या?
अब बोलिए ये क्या
हेलो.
बोला है इसमें.
ओके ओके. इन पहले मैं रीड कर लेता हूँ फिर एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ.
ठीक है.
In this connection, one should not misunderstand that the remaining as the self means we shall attain a state like Nirvikalp Samadhi. This also follows from the teaching that the embodied soul is Brahman and that is Shvetaketu, this identity. Hello.
Yeah.
यस सर यहाँ पे बेसिकली शंकराचार्य आदि शंकराचार्य ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि जो रिमेनिंग एज द सेल्फ या जो कॉग्नाइजिंग है जिसको यहाँ पे कॉग्नाइजिंग बोला जा रहा है उसका मीनिंग ये नहीं है कि हमें कोई स्पेशल स्टेट में एंटर करना है थ्रू क्योंकि हर एक चीज कर्म के ही थ्रू होती है तो वो कोई कर्म के थ्रू अटेन करी जाने वाली स्टेट नहीं है तो और वो कोई स्टेट भी नहीं है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एंड यहाँ पे जैसे श्वेत केतु को श्वेत केतु वाला मुझे थोड़ा क्लियर नहीं है बट हाँ शायद वही बोल रहे हैं उनको बोला जा रहा है कि यू आर दैट तो हम ऑलरेडी वो हैं और हमें उसके लिए कोई स्टेट में एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट करके किसी स्टेट में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है.
So Tattvamasi Kshetakesa. So the meaning of that is what? That thou art. So it is
Yes,
told that that is you. So that thou
yes,
art. तत्
you are that.
त्वम असि वो 3 पद है उसमें. तत्त्वमसि
Hmm.
मतलब तत् त्वम असि है.
Yes,
तत्
substance,
मतलब क्या है? हाँ, तत्
substance,
का मतलब
essence,
हाँ, तत् का मतलब क्या होता है?
essence,
तत्
Brahman,
मतलब ये ब्रह्म स्वरूप. ब्रह्म
Brahman.
स्वरूप जो है तत्
Yes.
त्वम हमारा आत्म रूप ही है. तो वो जो ब्रह्म स्वरूप जो है हमारा आत्म है. आत्म मतलब क्या है? यू. इट इज विद इन यू इटसेल्फ. सो बिकॉज यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ दिस ब्रह्म स्वरूप, इट इज इन यू ओनली. यू रियलाइज हियर इटसेल्फ. त्वम असि,
Yes.
यू आर दैट. इट इज टोल्ड दैट यू आर दैट. You are that.
Right now, right here.
Right now, right here. But in that teaching, there is nothing told like, so Tattvamasi, you are that. But you have to go to the Nishvikalpa Samadhi. You have to do that sadhana of Nishvikalpa Samadhi. Nothing is told over there. That is Shruti Pramana. Okay, then. Swayam Prasiddham Hi Etat Charirasya ब्रह्मात्मत्वम् उपदिश्यते न. यत्न यत्न नहीं चाहिए उसमें. so यत्न करना नहीं चाहिए उसमें. yeah, explain it. So from this it follows.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Smriti, can you tell this? Don't afraid that nothing will be this, because this is a study circle. Don't be shy. Okay, ठीक है. शिवांश कंटिन्यू कर लो.
Okay, sir. स्वयं प्रसिद्धम ही एतत् शरीरस्य ब्रह्मतत्त्वम् उपदिश्यते न यत्नांतर प्रसाद्यम. From this, it follows that, like the idea of rope removing the idea of snake, etc., superimposed on it, the acceptance of the unity of the individual self with Brahman as declared in the scriptures results in the removal of the idea of an individual soul bound up with the body, that is creation of beginningless ignorance. When this false notion that embodied soul is the real self is removed, all those activities become sublated which are based on the okay. So sir, यहाँ पे ये समझाया जा रहा है कि जो मिथ्या ज्ञान है, जो सुपर इम्पोज्ड ज्ञान है हमारे ऊपर कि हम ये जो बॉडी है या फिर जो रस्सी रस्सी में जो सांप वाला जो मिथ्या ज्ञान है, वो जब हट जाता है तो हमें ये भी एक रियलाइजेशन हो जाती है कि जो हम काम कर रहे थे या फिर जो भी हम एक्टिविटीज कर रहे थे, दैट वर आल्सो बिकम सबलेटेड, मतलब वो भी हमसे हम नहीं कर रहे थे, मतलब ट्रूली इन
सबलेटेड
ट्रूथ।
मतलब क्या होता है यार? ये क्या होता है? वो
हम्म
मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग के वक्त वो बिगिनिंगलेस इग्नोरेंस होता है। बिगिनिंगलेस इग्नोरेंस मीन्स so yesterday
यस
also we were in ignorance, today also we are in ignorance, tomorrow also will continue to be in ignorant, and also
यस
after the death also will be continuing, because that will not be, so that will not the end of life. So that's
यस
why
यस
it is nirantar. So that's why Anadir Naisargiko Adhyasaha, that will be remaining. So unless we realize the self. So
यस
once it is removed by the Atma Gnana,
हम्म
so how he will, so after the Atma Gnana, okay, that is a Nishkriya Atma Swarupavasthana. Okay. So I have a question to you. So it is told that Nishkriya Atma Swarupavasthana, उसमें क्रिया नहीं है. ओके.
यस
पर
सर।
हम वो आत्मज्ञानी के लिए वो प्रपंच कंटिन्यू करेगा या नहीं?
सर प्रपंच तो कंटिन्यू करेगा
होगा
ही।
या नहीं?
होगा होगा।
होगा, कंटिन्यू होगा, प्रपंच का कंटिन्यू होगा, मतलब
हाँ, बट उससे उसका रिलेशन नहीं है कि वो सच में कोई एक्शन कर रहा है, उसको ये रियलाइज हो चुका है कि एक्चुअल में कोई एक्टिविटीज नहीं हो रही
नहीं.
हैं सब। हम्म
हाँ, ऐसा. सो दिस द वर्ड सबलेटेड मीन्स व्हाट? So how we, so then but he will also be seeing, like just like we, so he will be
हम्म
also doing the karma, right?
हम्म।
So what is, how it is different from the normal karma, from the one
सर
who has not?
बिकॉज देयर इज द विवेक, द डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग नॉलेज कि जो कर्म है वो बॉडी एंड माइंड कर रहे हैं, नॉट एग्जैक्टली नॉट जो सेल्फ है वो नहीं कर, वो निष्क्रिय है।
मतलब कैसे होता है वो? माइंडेड बॉडी डिफरेंट एंटिटी रहेगा क्या सेल्फ के बिना?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो डिपेंडेंट है सेल्फ पे।
हाँ, अब हो गया है, पर ये है तो वो कर
हम्म।
रहा है, बॉडी कर रहा है, मतलब क्या है उसका अलग से बॉडी होगा क्या?
नहीं नहीं, मतलब
नहीं. सो कैसा है एग्जाम्पल के? एग्जाम्पल लेकर एक्सप्लेन करना है.
ओके ओके।
सो सबलेटेड मीनिंग क्या है संस्कृत में?
सर सबलेटेड का संस्कृत में तो नहीं पता है।
वही मैं एक्सप्लेन किया था मैं, बाधित बाधा.
ओके ओके।
हम्म.
सर सबलेटेड का मीनिंग मुझे यही समझ में आता है कि जो हायर नॉलेज से जो निगेशन हो जाती है, जो फॉल्स फॉल्स नोशन की, मतलब
So,
वही जो सबलेशन सबलेटेड।
मतलब क्या है कि स्वप्न स्वप्न
हम्म
देखने के बाद,
हम्म
जागृत होने के बाद, स्वप्न स्वप्न देखने के बाद जागृत के वक्त में
हम्म
वो स्वप्न में जो इंसिडेंट हुआ है एक्सप्लेन
हम्म।
करने के वक्त हम कैसे एक्सप्लेन करता है वो स्वप्न का सिचुएशन को?
ओके सर, मैं समझ गया, मैंने अभी जस्ट वो
हम्म.
लाइन रीड करी जो मैंने रीड करी थी।
हम्म.
बेसिकली सर ये वो जो आत्मज्ञानी है या जो भी पर्सन है जो इन नॉलेज जिसको हो गया है, वो इसलिए डिफरेंट होगा क्योंकि उसको रियलाइज हो चुका होगा कि हर जगह सेल्फ ही है।
हम्म.
तो एक्चुअल में कोई एक्टिविटी हो भी नहीं रही है, तो मतलब उसको ये
हम्म.
ज्ञान हो जाएगा।
हम्म. और एग्जाम्पल, स्वप्न का एग्जाम्पल एक्सप्लेन
हाँ,
करिए.
क्योंकि सर स्वप्न
हम्म.
में जैसे सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट दो अलग अलग ऐसे अपीयर होते हैं, बट जब हम लोग जागृत में आते हैं तो हमें पता चलता है कि नहीं, ना कोई सब्जेक्ट था रियल, ना कोई ऑब्जेक्ट था रियल, दोनों के दोनों वो चेतना ही
ओके,
बन अपीयर
आई
हुई।
विल कम इन दिस वे। ओके, जागृत अवस्था में समझो कि आप एक सिचुएशन एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है आपका मदर से। सो some other in office some incidents has happened, you are explaining that. Okay, and so in swapna mein bhi some incidents has happened, so you will explain the
यस यस।
same thing to your mother. So what is the difference?
ओ सर, जैसे जागृत में वो भी मतलब सर डिफरेंस किस
सब
चीज़ का बताना है
क्या
आपने?
कैसे वृत्ति कैसा होता है? You understood the question ना?
एक बार डिफरेंस किसका बताना है वो बता दीजिए।
ये जागृत अवस्था में
हम्म
सिचुएशन हम एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं ना, ऑफिस का
हम्म।
इंसिडेंट्स को
यस
आपके
यस यस।
माता से। और स्वप्न में भी समझो एक ऑफिस का इंसिडेंस हो चुका है,
ओके
और
ओके।
जागृत में आने के बाद ये
हम्म
इंसिडेंस आपका माता को एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है आप।
हम्म।
सो उसका डिफरेंस क्या होता है?
अम, सर नहीं, मतलब आंसर नहीं समझ में आया।
क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं हुआ है, आंसर।
क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया सर, क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया, क्योंकि
हाँ,
मुझे मेरे हिसाब से तो डिफरेंस नहीं है, मतलब जो मैंने पढ़ा है उसकी।
डिफरेंस
क्योंकि
नहीं है
माइंड
क्या?
माइंड दोनों जगह पे थे ना, माइंड जिसने देखा।
स्मृति, स्मृति, can you able to unmute or not? First you tell me that. Unmute and speak. Are you still network issues there? Because for only with one person, if study circle continues, it will become difficult. Study circle means all of you should be there. Okay, so I will speak to you separately after this call anyway. Maybe some network issue हो रहा है उसका। शिवांश,
यस सर।
स्वप्न में आप सिचुएशन एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं तो वो
हम्म।
रियली हैपेंड हो गया ना, वो इंसिडेंट, ऑफिस का इंसिडेंस।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
स्वप्न का इंसिडेंस रियली हो चुका है क्या?
नहीं नहीं नहीं।
हाँ, बट डिफरेंस होगा ना, कैसे
हाँ,
डिफरेंस
ये एक
होगा?
डिफरेंस,
हम्म
क्योंकि सर जैसे रियल जो जागृत है उसमें और भी लोग हैं, बट वही एक इशू ये आ जाता है कि स्वप्न में भी और भी लोग हैं, तो वो चीज़
when
थोड़ा
you
सा
are
कंफ्यूज।
explaining the office situation in jagrada avastha, that is real situation you are explaining,
हम्म
correct?
हम्म
But when you are explaining the situations of the
हम्म
dream, at the same of explaining, you are using those words.
हम्म
So what has happened? What happened when in situation? कोई वो कौन आया था? कौन
हम्म।
झगड़ा किया? So you will be explain everything.
यस
But the
यस।
thing is, at the time of explanation itself,
हम्म
you will be having the knowledge that that has
हम्म।
not happened. Correct?
यस यस यस, क्योंकि ड्रीम
हाँ,
माइंड नहीं है।
ये जागृत में क्या है? So you will not
हम्म।
having the knowledge, you are having the knowledge that it really has happened, that situation.
यस यस।
Whereas when you are explaining here, so
हम्म।
at the time of his explaining
ओ,
itself,
क्योंकि यस यस यस, नॉलेज बिकम सबलेटेड।
you
यस
understood now?
यस यस यस।
So that's why when you come to the study circle next time, please
हम्म।
prepare. So
यस
you
यस।
already know that concept, but the thing
सर
is
मैंने पढ़ा था, मैंने
immediately,
पढ़ा था, बट
हाँ,
वही है, थोड़ा थोड़ा कहीं कहीं कंफ्यूजन।
हाँ,
यस।
so that is the bada, that is
हम्म
called badita. So that
हम्म
is the badita anupratyaya.
हम्म। आज मैं
So
सर प्रिपेयर करके आया था, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत रह गया।
हाँ, वही
यस।
होता है।
हम्म
सब ठीक है, वो चलेगा। वही ये बाधिता अनुप्रत्यय, जो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, ये इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है। सो इट इज
हम्म।
कॉल्ड बाधिता अनुप्रत्यय।
Hmm.
So when you are explaining the situation in the waking state, that is not a baditanu pratyaya,
Hmm.
because that has really happened.
Hmm.
So if you are suspended in the office, that is
Yes.
not a baditanu pratyaya,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
because you are already suspended.
Hmm.
So you will not negate that.
Hmm.
Whereas if you are suspended in the dream,
Yes.
Abba, no, that is a dream. I was
Hmm.
suspended in the dream. You are telling the same words.
Hmm.
Same words.
Hmm.
So, but you are not afraid to tell this.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is
Because
because
वो
that is
real.
not really happened. It
Yes.
is
Yes.
just a pratyaya, that's all.
Hmm.
This is just a concept in a mind.
Hmm.
That is also a concept in the mind, but real concept.
Hmm.
This is just a concept, a pratyaya hai, but you are know that that is not real. That just like after realizing the rope, स्नेक
Hmm.
का कॉन्सेप्ट जो है
Hmm.
उसके बाद भी आप बोलता है कि वो अपीयर हो गया था स्नेक से सेक्स जैसा सर्प जैसा
Hmm.
था
Hmm.
वो रोप मतलब क्या है वो बाधितानुप्रत्यय है
Hmm.
ऐसे ही उसका जो जिन लोगों का ये परमात्मा ज्ञान हुआ है उसको ये जो प्रपंच जो है वो
Hmm.
बाधितानुप्रत्यय से हम वो उन लोग प्रपंच को देखता है
सर एक
बाधित
चीज पूछनी थी।
हम्म
जैसे मैंने ये कॉग्नाइजिंग प्रिंसिपल शुरू से मैंने पढ़ा, जितना मैं लगभग 10-11 पेजेस मैंने पढ़े, तो
हम्म
वही 43 या 44 पेजेस। तो
हम्म
मैंने उसमें मतलब ये बाधिता वाला, ये ऑब्वियसली आपने पहले पढ़ा है, बट ये वाला नहीं मिला था, तो ये कहाँ पे है?
यूट्यूब में है कि इसका ही
ओके
फॉलो
ओके
किया
ओके
तो उसमें है एक्सप्लेन किया हूँ मैं
ओके सर।
आई थिंक इन द सेकंड इटसेल्फ सो ये विटनेसिंग
हम्म।
प्रिंसिपल 1 पे नहीं था सेकंड पे है वो होगा
हाँ, क्योंकि सर बुक में मतलब नहीं दिखा हाँ, वर्ड्स यूज हो रहे हैं जैसे सबलेटेड एंड नेगेटेड ये सब,
हाँ
लेकिन
सब बाधिता
ओके ओके।
ओके ठीक है
हम्म।
हाँ सो देन सो ऑलरेडी टाइम हो गया है पर प्रिपेयर कर लो स्मृति यू आल्सो सो नेक्स्ट टाइम आई डोंट नो सो हाउ यू विल कम आउट ऑफ दिस आउट ऑफ नेटवर्क एरिया सो ट्राई कर लो ओके so we will now end and so please prepare next time maybe Monday I will take so मंडे पे
ओके
प्रिपेयर करके आ जाओ उस पर हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे ठीक है ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो हम षर्षिभ्यो नमो महभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम तस्य श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु हियर so that example is given for that
ओके ओके।
बाधितानुप्रत्यय okay with the
सर
shruti
जो
example
जो अभी जो मंडे को आप स्टडी सर्कल लेंगे उसमें भी कॉग्नाइजिंग प्रिंसिपल का ही रहेगा?
until it is
ओके
completed this entire cognizing principle I will continue with the study
ओके
circle
सर।
ही कंटिन्यू नॉर्मल क्लासेस नहीं रहेगा
ओके सर। ओके
ठीक है ठीक
ओके।
देख लेंगे
प्रणाम सर।
प्रणाम